Okay, we're doing to another episode of On Learns from Off the Cuff. Today we have another cool strap review for you from channel favorite Crafter Blue. A little bit about them. They were established back in 2015 out of Hong Kong, and they pretty much provide aftermarket professional grade rubber dive straps. And really what they do is they make these really nice application specific as well as universal rubber dive straps. And these things are sweet. They've only gotten better over time, from when I first reviewed their products to now with their latest release covering the Seiko Mini Turtle line. And as you know, Seiko's OEM dive straps have slowly gotten better. I think the nice thing is that Crafter Blue has also kind of kept up with that, and they've kept that in mind, and they've even improved their products even further beyond. So today we're going to be looking at the Crafter Blue CB13 curved end rubber strap, which is basically engineered to fit the Seiko Mini Turtle Prospex automatic. As seen here, this rubber band is made of pure vulcanized rubber, which is superior in terms of strength and more resistant to oils and acids and whatnot than natural rubber. And then it's pure vulcanized rubber, which actually helps with protectant from UV rays, as well as being anti-dust and also anti-allergenic. So with all that said, let's go ahead, zoom the camera out, get this piece in hand, and take a closer look. All right, guys. Now, as you can see, we have my black Mini Turtle here. I think it's an amazing watch. One of the nice things is it has a really short lug-to-lug distance. It's something like 44 millimeters, which is nuts. So on strap, this thing is gonna wear even better than it does on bracelet, which is pretty nuts. But you can see here, look at that. That's the quality. It's just, there's no break-in period needed. This thing is just made to such an outstanding level. It just adds such a modern feel to the watch itself. And as you can see, oh, actually, maybe that's just a touch tighter there. Okay, I actually decided to use the metal basically piece here and one rubber, because you actually get, here's the packaging that this comes in from Crafter Blue. You actually get it with the metal, and then you also get, go ahead and let's empty all this stuff out here. You get two rubber keepers. So if you actually wanted to, you could do two rubber keepers and get rid of the metal keeper altogether. So you can put it on for a pretty nice look here, and in those terms, which I think this looks actually really nice still, if you really want to keep this lead end here. But if you do want to kind of keep that more premium vibe, what I decided to do was I kept the metal piece on, but then I just added one rubber end there. So the nice thing is now the watch case is protected. When you do basically put the thing up, it's going to hit the rubber stopper first. It does end up clanking around here, but the nice thing is, because this one can move now, this one is going to be more set. You can actually set it, and it kind of holds it really nicely. And man, does that look just so much more modern and premium feeling. I don't know, there's something about a really well done fitted rubber end strap that just adds this great, again, that modern feel, and also makes it feel super versatile as well, which I think is really great. Oh, also look at the quality on the, even down to the spring bars that come as replacements. As you can see, it's not going to take the big fat Seiko spring bars, so it does come with some really nice ones though that will fit in there perfectly. You can see here we do have the nice hard insert there, so this is going to butt up really beautifully to the case. And honestly, man, I dig these colors too, and I like the little slight contour. It's kind of reminiscent of like a center link kind of deal, so I dig that. Also, I like the versatility of having the extra stopper and whatnot. You do also get a really nice card here, their international certificate in terms of their guarantee. So very, very nice from that standpoint. It's a complete and total package, guys. So a little bit more into these specs. Of course, you do got the 20mm lug width. The buckle size is also 20, so this is not something that tapers. Essentially, the width here is going to be the width all the way down, but it does taper in terms of kind of thickness. As you can see up here, it's going to be a little bit thicker, and then it's going to taper down and get thinner, which makes it more pliable down here and makes it easier to strap through and run everything through in terms of your wrist there. The nice thing is this can actually fit anywhere from a 5-inch wrist all the way to an 8-inch wrist, which I think is great. The overall length, you're going to have 135 millimeters and then also 75 millimeters. And then the thickness does start at around 6 millimeters, then tapers down to about 3.5, kind of at its thinnest point. Yeah, and it's designed to fit these SRPC Mini Turtles, which I think honestly are some of the best bargains on the market right now in terms of divers. And for those of you that are upset with Seiko for kind of putting out more expensive divers and whatnot, then you really shouldn't be too mad, because you can still get this Mini Turtle for obscenely low prices. So definitely get them while you can. Because yeah, it's really great. And then also the nice thing is you get all these different holes, so you can size it really nicely. As you can see, there's still plenty of room here, and then with the extra holes, that can kind of act as ventilation for the ones that you're not necessarily using. So we'll go ahead and pop this off. You guys can get a better look at this black model here. As you can see, we do have the really nice, let me give it a quick wipe, the nice metal keeper here, and paired with the rubber stopper also is going, again, so the nice thing is because it doesn't taper, now you can protect your watch case from kind of being banged around. The nice thing again also is with this particular model, you do have the drilled lugs, so it makes really taking this thing on and off strap a real breeze. So if you are a real bracelet person or whatever, and you do like having it on bracelet, look at the way this thing just flows and curves. I can't get enough of it, guys. This thing is really nice. Yeah, it's just a very cool, and yeah, I mean, it just gives it just such a modern and more premium feeling. So it's not just making it feel more modern, but also more premium. I also like the consistency of the finish there. It's a nice kind of matte satiny finish, which really ties well into this dial, and then also the bezel insert. So really beautiful, absolutely flows. Look at that. And then again, to kind of look at some of the magic behind the scenes, guys, you do get, okay, get the camera focus, there you go. You do get the solid insert there. So this is, again, it's going to butt up against the case, be very, very strong. And you can see it's a little bit thicker, so it's going to be a little bit stronger when it comes to the areas where it wants to hold onto your wrist. But then you're going to have it nice and thin in these areas where you're going to have to really weave and loop things through the keepers. So really nice from that standpoint. Not too dusty at all. I mean, I haven't even really, these haven't really got even a rinse on them before, straight out of the packaging. So they might just be a little bit dusty from that. But in my experience with these Crafter Blue straps, they are actually really well at negotiating dust. So I really dig these. I dig the layout, I dig the design, and yeah, I actually have two Mini Turtles. I have a blue one also, but I have that one on bracelet, so it was nice to be able to swap this one on, because I've been using it actually on the factory rubber strap from Seiko all summer long in the pool and everything, and it's held up really nice. But I have to say, the aesthetic here for when you're not in the water, right? I mean, obviously in the water it's just as good, if not, you know, a smidgen better in terms of functionality. But I think it's really where it makes that difference is going to be the aesthetic when you're not in the water, guys. I mean, this thing looks fantastic out of the water. I mean, those others, the newer Seiko silicone straps work really well for what they do, and honestly, they do the job. especially when it comes to water sports and everything. They keep the watch secured on your wrist and whatnot. But when you're out of the water and you want, your timepiece to just look really sleek and modern and more premium, I mean, this hands down is just such a nicer look. The material finish, I think, again, blends in better. It's less of a dust magnet, although you can probably see some dust here, since it's a new strap fresh out of the box here. But you can see a couple of quick spritz of air. Boom. Looks really, really great. Yeah, I'm a fan. I dig it. I really, really do. And the nice thing is, when you have these types of straps with the curved ends, you can actually store the watch. Is a little bit easier on pillows or inside watch rolls. I know with the more flat ones, it's just a little bit more awkward that they don't hold their shape quite the same way. Here, this is absolutely perfect to just throw inside, a nice watch roll, and not the kind where they lay flat and then roll over, but the cases like I've shown, like from Everest, or various other brands on the channel. So really, really cool. And then even those kind of factory pillows that come in a lot of the nice micro brand boxes recently. So you see a lot of cool ways to store these. I really dig it. And then even, again, the straps, the factory Seiko straps have gotten better, and they definitely do the job functionally. But when it comes to the aesthetic, I mean, that's a good, look at this thing, man. This is a good looking setup here. I gotta say, I'm very impressed. I just dig it a lot. You can see it holds its shape really well. Really nice. Again, those short lug to lug, the general shape of Seiko divers definitely helps with comfort, but then you kind of add this to it and it's just a whole nother dimension is being added there, and I really like that. I like how clean the signatures are on these straps there. Not a lot of billboarding, and it's all hidden underneath. You can see also there's some mild pocketing, so it's not just going to sit directly on your wrist. It's actually kind of beveled out there so that there's a bit of a negative space when it sits on there, so there is going to be a little bit of air kind of in between the edges here, and then it cups down, and the same thing goes as the strap goes. Let's go ahead and look at it from this angle. You can see it has a nice little cupped effect to it, which again really helps with wearability. So yeah, this thing obviously it has the chops in terms of wearability and just functionality, but now I think obviously from an aesthetic standpoint, these look outstanding. I mean, look at that. It's just, and then the nice thing is, if you don't want to store it, round whatnot, you can store it flat. It's not going to be a big deal. It still does it. It's just a little bit off the ground. No biggie. It's, the nice thing is it's very flexible rubber, so it's not going to kill anything. And then, most likely I would just store it kind of on its side. But the nice thing is with these lugs, you can easily just pop this thing off, put it back on a bracelet if you want, or on a NATO, and kind of transition in between when it comes to traveling. But yeah, again, with this setup, it makes it really nice to fit on a travel roll. So that's also a bonus for me. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. I guess I should jump into closing thoughts. I think this really adds to the Mini Turtle, honestly. It gives it that great modern sporty feeling, and definitely a little bit more premium, and yeah, it's super comfortable, really finely crafted, so you really can't get mad at it from a product standpoint at all. Another key thing that I really dig, that maybe it's kind of nuanced and not everybody catches on, but yeah, that matte finish really matches the matte dial and the matte bezel insert. So it's really, in terms of kind of matching that, they did a great job. And then, yeah, it's definitely just overall the strap itself is a fine mixture of style and performance, which I think pairs well to Seiko divers because, yeah, they can be quite stylish, but ultimately are all about performance. And I think Crafter Blue really echoes that within their products as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like the video, please do it like, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, guys.